Ladies and gentlemen, how about a round of applause for the Lekwungen traditional dancers? Way to go, little ones. Thank you so very much. It's an absolute honor. My name is Ravi Parmar. I'm the MLA for Langford Highlands and British Columbia's Minister of Forest, and what an honor it is to be here on the beautiful traditional territories of the Coast Salish peoples, the Lekwungen and Songhees First Nations, and welcome to Royal Roads University, Langford, John Horgan campus. To start our event off in a good way, it gives me a great privilege to be able to call upon to the podium my dear friend, Elder Marianne Thomas, to offer us an opening prayer.
Oh, that's cool. Good morning, everyone. Nasna is Salik from Skometal. I'm honored here to open up with a prayer for each and every one of us. Because this beautiful building, we have a homework to do. Because we look at each other and we're going to work together. Because there's no attitudes or anything that's going to go into that building. Because this building that you and I are going to walk our talk here, that's going to be smothered with respect, lots of love. Doesn't matter where we're from, we have a job. Because, you know, years ago I came here and I blessed the Tumuk. I asked the elders, the ancestors, Tz'ichum, Tatlat, the Tumuk, for this beautiful building that everybody's going to work together. Nobody's going to leave anybody behind, no judgmental, nothing. It's all going to be respect. Because we have to walk our talk. When I ask the Salelo, Tatlat, the Tumuk, I ask them, can I borrow this land for this building for all of us to come together? And I want to lift up my hands to each and every one because, you know, you're showing the ancestors we are all going to walk together. We're not going to leave anybody behind. Because, you know, a lot of people work out in the field. Now it's time to support them. Especially our brother that's got a busy schedule. We've got to make his life a lot easier for us to all walk together in giving this building a strong home for everybody that has to work in there. So no accidents will happen. Because we can't say one thing and then there's something else that's there. You know how we're all going to thank the dancers for doing this opportunity, the prayer song. And it's beautiful to see our little Spakam, our little son that was taking part. And that's what we need to show the ancestors. We're not leaving the kids out. Because today we're all brothers and sisters, doesn't matter where you're from. You're a human, you're a beautiful flower from your parents. I always acknowledge myself because, you know, I don't take the credit for anything. I really thank my father, Tahwamkan. He says you're going to go out and quell for the Mistimuch with a kind heart. You want to treat everybody with respect the way you want to be treated. And this is a great blessing that showing your parents, your great-grandparents, how we're professional to look at each other in the eye and say, you're my brother and my sister. And we got lots to offer to our children, which is our spacum. They're going to grow with respect. Because, you know, today is a very special day. Because we really need to do this. Because when we bless this ground, we ask them, can we chatla the tamach to make this home for all of us? Because we can't say one thing and the attitude's there. You got to look at each other with respect and walk together, no leaving anybody behind. So I just really wanted to share that with all my brothers and sisters. Títal siam saat men, tayalt namat in the scoil. Deem it now, you know, as nuppets this slachend to the sholies to mo wet. Go gum to squallow and see mish to nasalow at tamach. Lala mit this lekker, lala mit this eloch. Títal siam muk squile, we always nose them to the squile. And then we pray for the sunset that goes down so we can see tomorrow. I just really want to thank each and every one. You take what you can, take one day at a time, because we all have a job. Because getting mad, judging, is a poison to this land. This tamach is to love, respect, forgive one another, to help one another. You know, as lalamit tamuklwet, go to squalwans. It's a wattle imish to nas low a tamuk titel siam saltmen. Brothers and sisters, I've got a message from the Lord to love one another, to love one another. Brothers and sisters, I've got a message from the Lord to help one another, to help one another. Brothers and sisters, I've got a message from the Lord to forgive one another, to forgive one another. Oh, yo, oh, yo, yo, oh, yo, oh, yo, yo, oh, yo, yeah. Huich God teachel siam Tala sin stelum te slagen the Tomach teachel siam. Oh, I just really like to thank each and every one for inviting me to a small part. And it's really true, we have to walk our talk. You know, if we borrowed the land, we have to respect the land, the building. And it takes all of us to walk together as brothers and sisters. Haich Gasim.
Thanks very much, Elder Thomas, for your prayers and starting our event off in such a good way. It's always a deep honor and privilege for me to get a chance to hear your prayer, and again, for you to be able to take time out of your busy schedule to start us off means the world to all of us. Next, it's my deep privilege to be able to welcome up Songhees Nation Council Leader Frank George Sr. to offer a welcome.
Siap na Chelacha, Siap na Shawalakwa. My highly respected friends and relatives. I Quanis Quananga Hela. It's great to see you all. Asa, Wolkaletsa, Chesa Ethlasen at Lakwangan. I'm Frank George. I'm from here, Lakwangan, land of the smoked herring. Welcome, I constitutional Athachacha Ilanakwa at Lakwangan. Welcome to the sacred homelands of the Lakwangan people. Haichqua Kwanzade Athla Ati escapeth. Thank you for coming to this special gathering. John Horgan campus, grand opening. Tiria Sensa, I will pray. Aichqua Athahoas Quecho. Thank you for this new day. Dochadi quam compta scolaquins, the stelekista e the salquinsta. Please make the mind strong of our children and our elders. Dochadi quam compta scolaquins at Islingeth. Please make our mind strong. Aishqua athabak songastang. Thank you for all the gifts. The Desaqua, the ocean. The Chacha Tongeth, the sacred earth. Aichqua Thesisiamp. Thank you, High Honorable One, Creator. Aichqua C-E-Amp. Thank you, honored ones. Aichqua Siamp. Aichqua. Glad to see you all here today. See all our dignitaries. Glad to see you all working together. Glad we're all working together. We like to see it that way. So we all work together. We're all one. So we thank you all for inviting us here today. And we have a grand opening here for John Horgan. Aichqua Siam. Aichqua Siam.
Thanks very much, Elder George. It's always a pleasure to have you, and thank you as well for being here, taking time out of your busy schedule to be a part of this really, really important day It's great to be here in Langford. Premier, welcome back. It's always a pleasure to have you. The greatest city in British Columbia, the greatest city in Canada and the world. Come on, I know we got some folks from Langford here. Make some noise. To the students here at RRU Langford, John Horgan campus, we apologize for taking your lunch hour here, but it is an exciting day. It is a bit of a toasty day. Kudos to those in the back standing in the shade. I know they've got some refreshments here. And also, let's not forget that if anyone has any issues, we've got some incredible paramedic students from JIBC just over there as well. One of the great programs that we have here. I'll do my best to keep my comments brief. For anyone who knows MLAs from Langford, that doesn't tend to happen. But it is great to have the Premier of British Columbia, David Eby, back in Langford. Your Worship, Mayor Scott Goodmanson. I know that we've got other Langford dignitaries. We've got current board chair and trustees. We've got current councillors, not just from Langford, but I believe from Colwood as well and other communities. I don't know if any other members of the West Shore Trio are here. Dana Lajeunesse, as well as Darlene Rochford. And I know we've got lots of former elected folks. I saw some former school trustees. We've got the fire chief here in case there's any trouble. Good to see you, Chief, and so many other folks. Dear friends of mine, Elder Shirley Alphonse, the Premier's honorary elder, Elder Butch Dick, it's always good to see you, and Grandma Lavina Charles. So many great people, members of the Royal Roads University Board. I'm going to stop there, otherwise I'm going to look out and name more people. But it is a real honor and privilege to have, though I should recognize, we also have the incredible Ellie Horgan in the house as well. The Horgan clan as well as the little one there too. It's such a great day to be here in Langford as part of the official opening of the Royal Roads University John Horgan campus. It seems like we were just here a few short weeks ago to announce this naming, and what a privilege it is to be here, to be able to open this incredible, beautiful space filled with students every single day. It's been an eventful first couple of weeks here. I haven't had a chance to spend much time in Langford. Recently I've been out traveling quite a bit, though whenever I go home, and occasionally it's a bit late, the first thing I usually do is come and drive by this incredible place. This is, as I've talked about a number of times, a first of its kind in Canada. Royal Roads, University of Victoria, Camosun College, the Justice Institute, the Sault School District, all in one building. This doesn't happen overnight. This is a unique, first of its kind partnership that brings all of these institutions together. And for those who haven't had a chance to walk through this building, what a great partnership it is. You've got, as I noted, some GIBC paramedic students. You'll have some computer science techs from Camosun College. You'll have incredible students from Royal Roads, UVic, and of course, my connection to this started with the Sault School District, and it's so great to have SD62 part of this as well. Without a doubt, this project takes collaboration. It's great to have the City of Langford represented. I also want to give a particular shout out to my friend, former Mayor Stu Young. This would not be possible if it wasn't for Stu and John's vision. I chatted with Stu this morning about the incredible opportunities that exist in Langford because of local government, the province, and all of these partners coming together. And I have to tell you, it is such an honor and privilege for me to be here as the local MLA. This has been an eventful month for us here in Langford. We opened a brand new elementary school, Shianu Seleka. Grandma Charles is gonna give me a grade whether I did a good job pronouncing that after this event. Just opened up a few weeks ago, and of course we've got this beautiful building with more to come as well. This building very much is the heart of the City of Langford. This is the old site of the Our Lady of Rosary, right across the street from John's old constituency office that he never wanted to leave, though Shannon Russell and a bunch of others finally convinced him it's time to move on, and really is going to be the center point of future investments in Langford and opportunities for students and staff and so many others. Like I said, this has been an eventful first couple of weeks for the staff and students here, not just of Royal Roads, but so many others. You know, great opportunities for students of all ages. I don't know about you, but I think education and learning is a lifelong journey. And there's this old political thinker that I look up to that once said that education was the great equalizer in our society. I don't know if anyone remembers who that great political mind was, but I hope he trademarked that because I use that quite often. But like I said, it's an absolute honor and privilege, and I want to thank everyone for taking time out of their beautiful day to be able to come and join us with this. I want to thank President Steenkamp from Railroads University for his leadership in getting us here as well. I also want to recognize my friend Lane Trotter from Camosun College. Lane, it's great to have you here, and I believe we've got some folks from University of Victoria as well. I recognize Acting President Robina Thomas, as well as President from BC, Justice Institute of BC, Len Gorkel. It's so great to have all of you here as part of this exciting announcement. Without further ado, it gives me a privilege to be able to introduce and bring to the podium someone who needs no introduction, but I'm going to give him one anyway. Someone who is carrying on the incredible legacy that John Horgan brought, not only in representing Langford in the case of making incredible investments here like new schools, but also the incredible work that he is doing across British Columbia. I'm so glad, Premier, that you were able to come out of your busy schedule. I know you're heading to Ottawa. I'll be seeing you there later this week, convincing the federal government to look west whenever possible for incredible opportunities. But thank you for being here. And it gives me a great pleasure to be able to welcome up to the podium Premier David Eby.
Thanks so much, Ravi. Is there any doubt but that the Langford area has three amazing MLAs working for them? One of them, Ravi Parmar, working night and day, Darlene and Dana. Thank you so much for the kind introduction, and thank you for the welcome to the territory, Elder Thomas. A very good way for us to get started here, and Frank, thank you for your welcome as well. I was really inspired watching those Lekwungen dancers, especially the little young guy up front. I thought, you know, it doesn't get better than this. Inspirational, in the sun, seeing the future of the province right here. And then he turned around and he was wearing a Blue Jays cap. And I thought, wow, it just got better. September 16th, this is a significant day for students. Of course, this is statistically the last day that they are fully caught up with their required course reading. And on this significant day for all students, what better way to mark it than to celebrate the naming of this incredible campus behind me, the John Horgan campus, for an incredible man that marked this province forever in such positive ways. It was just a few years ago that John stood here as Premier in an empty parking lot with weeds coming up through the cracks. I don't want to be disparaging, but this is a fairly different scene. And he outlined his vision for students in these communities to be able to attend school, to get the skills that they need without having to leave home and without having to do a long commute, to be able to go just down the street and to reflect the growth and the vitality of this region of the province with opportunities for people of all ages to upskill and to be ready for the challenges of the future. Ravi had one quote of John's. Another a quote of his was that education gives you the ability to make the choice about how you're going to live your life. And I can't think of a person that was a better example of what John was talking about than John Horgan himself. I think we're all probably well familiar with his life story, but for those of you who aren't, you know, the intervention of a high school coach early on in John's life to divert him and get him back on track, to give him the opportunity to go to Trent University to meet his amazing wife, Ellie, to build a life, and then to become the Premier of British Columbia despite all of the challenges he faced growing up. If you're at all curious about the details, he's got a wonderful book about it, but he is an incredible example of the power of education. And it's education and opportunity that we want for every single British Columbian in every single corner of this province. And I want to thank all of you who helped to realize this incredible vision. This school behind us, although it does not yet have a Star Trek club, I am sure will imminently. The opportunities that are going to be here for people moving forward will help continue to build this province into what I believe will be the engine of Canada's new economy, and another example of how the people, the resources, and the opportunities that we're creating here in the West are going to help lift up the entire country in a time of remarkable challenge, but also a time of remarkable opportunity. Thank you again to everyone involved. Mayor Gibbonson, thank you very much for your leadership on this progress, to all the post-secondary leadership who helped realize this, who worked together to deliver multiple services in a single building. Thank you for your commitment to the people of British Columbia. It's an honor to be here. Congratulations to everybody. And I'll pass it back over to our MC. Thank you.
Without further ado, it's a great privilege to be able to invite up another very tall person. The podium might as well keep it up. It's a great privilege to be able to welcome up the Mayor of Langford, Scott Goodmanson.
I got to tell you, this is the first time I haven't had to adjust the microphone. This is kind of fantastic. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Premier Eby. It is a tremendous honor to welcome you and our guests to Langford today as we celebrate a momentous occasion, the opening of the John Horgan campus. This campus stands as a living tribute to our former Premier and Langford MLA, John Horgan, known affectionately to many as simply John from Langford. His legacy is woven into the very fabric of our city. Through his unwavering commitment to education, equity, and opportunity, John inspired a generation and helped shape a brighter future for all British Columbians. Today, that vision comes to life. This campus is a beacon of possibility located in the heart of our incredible city. It represents the dreams of local youth who, for the first time, can pursue higher education and skills training right here in their hometown. As Premier Eby mentioned, no longer must they leave their community to chase aspirations. Those aspirations begin here in Langford. The John Horgan campus exemplifies the modern university experience. Students will find themselves steps away from vibrant cafes, parks, lakes, and hiking trails, all immersed in a community that supports their growth both inside and outside the classroom. This campus is one of the most significant capital investments in the city's history, one that is an embodiment of Council's deep commitment to education, innovation, and community development. From significant investments in infrastructure upgrades to financial support for the West Shore Innovation Hub and the Langford Education Fund, Council is laying the foundation for a thriving ecosystem of change makers, entrepreneurs, and future leaders. With this milestone, Langford evolves from a growing urban center to a university city, where post-secondary education is not just an amenity, but is a pillar of our civic identity. The opening of this campus aligns with Council's bold vision for a vibrant downtown and its celebration of collaboration, perseverance, and a shared purpose. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to our partners, the provincial government, the post-secondary institutions who have worked in collaboration to make this concept a reality, and the previous council who helped bring this vision to life alongside John Horgan. John would be proud to see these doors open, proud to see this community rise. Students will carry with them not only the skills to succeed, but the courage to lead, the vision to innovate, and the heart to serve. From this campus will emerge voices that will shape our future, the hands that will build our communities, and the minds that redefine what's possible. This is more than a beginning, this is a promise that Langford believes in its youth, invests in its future, and dares to dream boldly. Thank you. I'd now like to invite Royal Roads University student Angela McCasaquit to the podium. Angela is a Royal Roads student studying hospitality and tourism at the Langford campus as she pursues her undergraduate degree.
Good afternoon, everyone. I just want to say this is my debut of public speaking, so I hope I do the students proud. To my fellow students, faculty members, Indigenous leaders, and special guests who have joined us on this special occasion, I am thankful and honored to be giving this speech on behalf of all students on the grand opening of the John Horgan campus. My name is Angela, and I am currently a fourth-year student from the International Hotel Management Program and the School of Hospitality and Tourism. When the news of a new campus was announced, it was something that was highly anticipated by many students because this new location provides convenience, accessibility, and the capacity to promote a sustainable and forward-thinking learning environment. I understand the struggle of some students who have shared their long travel times to their respective institutions, which hindered them from pursuing their higher education. But now, at the John Horgan campus, West Shore students will be granted more time to rest, so you have more time to sleep in, catch up on projects, and manage your schedules better with a much better convenient location. I am beyond excited to be sharing these learning spaces, not just with Royal Road students, but with students from the University of Victoria, Camosun College, Justice Institute of BC, and Souk School District 62. Fostering a collaborative relationship between us will drive creativity and meaningful connections with one another. I am grateful to be celebrating this milestone for RRU and the partnering universities. Our university's growth reflects its commitment to students, sustainability, and the Langford community. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here with us today, and I cannot wait to make memories in this new campus as a pioneer student. Cheers, everyone, to the John Horgan campus. And I would like to hand it back over to Ravi.
How about another round of applause for Angela, everyone? Angela, thanks so very much. It's great to be able to hear from a student's perspective about the exciting opportunities for you and your fellow students. I was a UVic alumni. Let's just say I skipped a lot of classes back in the day because traffic was a mess. The long bus rides. It's too cheap to pay for parking at UVic as well, $600. I don't know if the UVic officials, if that's gone up or down, but thankfully, for those here in Langford, the Highlands, Souk, the entire West Shore community, you'll get the opportunity to be able to study closer to home. As we've heard it, this is going to be an incredible campus, a place for community to come together. And again, it provides me an opportunity to thank all of our partners who spoke today and all those who are here and celebrating this. The campus in itself is important. I also want to recognize the John Horgan Entrance Award, a dedicated fund for students with financial needs. Pleased to be able to share with the leadership of Phyllis Steenkamp an initial donation from him personally of $25,000. I believe that they have raised well over $100,000 since that initial announcement not too long ago. And actually, 114 gifts, 65% of which are new donors to Royal Roads University, which I think speaks volumes to John's impact in this community as well. Before I close and invite up our speakers once again to do the official ribbon cutting, we could call it that, Premier. Let's get some practice in. I just want to say this is a dream come true for Langford. This is a long time coming. So many people here played a role in bringing this together. I think of my friend, the former mayor of Colwood in the back. There were so many meetings that happened over the course of the last 2 decades. I know Diana Seaton, my former trustee colleague, was here. This is a long time coming. It's a dream come true. And not only is this a massive social investment by the government of British Columbia, I would argue this is the largest economic investment that the British Columbia government could make in the city of Langford. This will create jobs, opportunity, and economic prosperity for Langford, for West Shore, for decades to come. I want to thank you for coming. We're not done yet, so let's officially open this building, shall we? Please, if we could have up President Steenkamp, Acting President Robina Thomas, President Lane Trotter, President Len Gork, as well as Chair Amanda Dowie up. Royal Roads University is providing a cedar bow with colored ribbon woven through to represent the educational partners. The bow will be positioned on stanchions, and when the cutting is to take place, the partners are going to come up. I think someone's got, oh, there we go. Premier's got his shears. Should we do a countdown, Premier? 3. Oh, no. Okay. Okay. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1. There we go. It's official. Royal Roads University Langford John Horgan campus is officially open. Thanks very much to all of our partners. How about another round of applause? As our incredible leaders take their seat, we've got one more special announcement today, and a meaningful one for all of us here, in particular for the Horgan family, for myself. Soon, just behind me, we'll be unveiling the John Horgan commemorative plaque. John Horgan meant everything to me. He was my mentor, to my friend, and I got to tell you, being Minister of Forests is not the easiest gig. And one of the biggest regrets that I had was not getting the chance to talk to him about this role. But I often think about the advice that he would provide me, which is the advice that he's passed on to so many leaders, and that is to do your level best, to work harder, and to live a life that you know that British Columbians will be proud of. And those are the things that John Horgan did every single day. As Premier Eby touched on, I know he's got a book, so looking forward to, I'm sure many of you are, to getting a chance to dive in, but I know that this plaque will be an opportunity for not just me, but for so many people here in Langford, the West Shore, to be able to come and honor and celebrate the incredible man that John was. So with Ellie here today, and we'll get a chance to hear from her, but before we do, I want to recognize where's President Steenkamp? There he's over in front of me. Sorry, Philip. I want to recognize President Steenkamp. This also wouldn't be possible, Philip, for without your leadership. You have been an absolute rock. I know that this has not been an easy project, bringing all of these institutions together, getting this building built. I want to thank you for the incredible leadership that you provide, not just to Royal Roads University, not just to the province, but to our country as well. Please join me in welcoming President Philip Steenkamp from Royal Roads.
So thank you, Ravi, and thank you everybody for joining us here today for the special moment. It's so wonderful to be with you. We have one final action to complete our official opening, and that, as Ravi has said, is to unveil a plaque commemorating John Horgan. This campus, as you've heard, was a dream of John's. When I first started as president of Royal Roads University, he urged us to get out of the castle and into the community. And here we are, right in the heart of downtown Langford, along with our partners from Camosun, from UVic, from JIBC, and from School District 62, and so wonderful to have such amazing partners. We are so delighted today to be joined by John's wife, Ellie, his son, Evan, daughter-in-law, Veronica, and of course, John's granddaughter, baby Holly, and other members of the family, and many, many close friends. And Ellie would be so honored if you'd like to come up and say a few words, please.
I've never spoken at a hydraulic podium before. It should go down. Okay. So wonderful to see you all here. I am going to read words from my son, Nate. Nate moved to the UK 8 years ago, and we had hoped that we would be able to do this ceremony on John's birthday in August, but yeah, it just didn't work out. And so then Nate said, well, I would like to participate in a meaningful way. So he sent me the script, which I'm so thankful for, because that means I don't have to think, I can just read. So thank you all very much for coming out today for the grand opening of the John Horgan campus. My name is Nate Horgan, John's oldest son. I'm sorry I can't be there in person, but I prepared some words. And very much like his dad, we always used to say John was like a dog with a bone. So when he got an idea, he beat it and beat it and beat it. And that will come out in this speech. Amidst all the grief of losing the wonderful role model that my father was to me, it's been a comfort to hear from an astounding number of people in diverse communities how much my father meant to them. My dad would never have expected anyone to name an institution after him, but I think he would have agreed that if people have determined to do so, a university campus is a pretty appropriate choice. My dad was well known for sharing the belief that education is the great equalizer. His mother, Alice, my beloved Granny Pie, did everything she could to support my dad, my Auntie Kathy, and my uncles Brian and Pat with fundamental arithmetic, reading, and writing, which her own upbringing had shown were extremely important. Dad was armed with these essential tools for further learning as a youth. But a look at his grade 9 report cards suggests that it took him a little while to take ownership of his education. Fortunately for him, I suppose for all the people, John Horgan went on to inspire teachers at Reynolds Secondary School, Go Roadrunners, and community sports coaches who gave him the encouragement to apply to university, the first in his family to do so. He made the choice to journey from the familiarity of southern Vancouver Island to Trent University in Peterborough, Ontario. Go Excalibur. That university journey was a necessary part of my dad's life story, and not least of all because he met my mom, Ellie, at Trent. But I know that John from Langford would have been delighted that lifelong learners in his adopted community now have one more local option for further education. Dad told President Steenkamp Royal Roads needed to get out of the castle and into the community. Community engagement was certainly high on my dad's agenda, although I don't think he meant to be too hard on castles as a concept. As an avid comic book and superhero guy, my father was pleased as punch that Hatley Castle stood in for Professor Xavier's mansion in the X-Men films. In fact, I think if he were here, Dad would probably half seriously have suggested the name Horgan School for Gifted Youngsters. Anyhow, the pseudo-Tudor crenellations of the Dunsmuir mansion may be tucked away in the forest, but in a nice little bit of continuity, the John Horgan campus is on the main drag right next to the Cloth Castle. And if anyone today is into, oh shoot, it's a paid advertising. If anyone is into sewing or other textile craft, make sure you get your supplies from a local retailer and a piece of old Langford. Thank you to Royal Roads for this great posthumous honor for my dad. Good luck to all the students and staff of this institution as you begin a new academic year and a new chapter of your lives. Thank you for allowing me to speak.
Thanks very much, Ellie. Thanks, Nate, for those incredible words. If you're watching this from London, it's now my pleasure to welcome back Ellie and Evan as well, President Steenkamp, as well as Premier Eby for the official plaque unveiling. Okay, I'm going to wrap up because someone's getting a little bit teary up here. But thank you again for being here. I understand that there are going to be tours happening if you haven't had a chance to visit RRU Langford, the John Horgan campus. It's right behind me. It's incredible. It's beautiful. Thanks very much once again to all of our speakers, to all of the incredible partners that make up this campus, to the media, as well as everyone who made time out of their busy schedules to be here. Lots of refreshments. Get an opportunity to get out of the sun and enjoy this campus. Thanks very much, everyone.